So, should I start at telling you a little bit about NSC? So, who are we? We are a global IT company that delivers IT services, managed services in over 120 countries across the globe. We support service desk, operations, managed services, logistics and field engineering, as well as knock and sock. So Michael.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. And we are New Digital Intelligence. We're very proud to have been chosen by NSC to be their partner for the AI transformation. NSC is one of our most important customers. And what does NDI do? We deliver AI transformation as a service to mid-sized companies using templates of AI employees that are ready to use, using a technical architecture that is best of breed, combining various technologies, and having an entrepreneurial model where we co-source the AI factory. We build together with our clients the AI factory to bring AI into an organization like NSC.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about NSC Atlas. So what is NSC Atlas? So NSC Atlas is our AI-powered intelligence operational platform. It was designed to bring intelligence, automation, and real-time visibility in every layer of the operating model. The vision behind Atlas was to create a more connected, intelligent, adaptive operations ecosystem capable of evolving alongside customers' environments. NSC already operates a mature delivery capability already. But what NSC Atlas does, it gives us those enhancements across lots of different areas. Things as AI, automation, bringing together ServiceNow, smart teams. Now, smart teams is our field and dispatch services capability, which connects our customers. Our customers can interact with our engineers, see exactly where they are, and actually communicate and collaborate. So it's a really powerful capability. We also have operational analytics, workflow orchestration, and real-time collaboration, which really enhances the operating model with Nexus AI at the core of what we do. This creates a highly connected, intelligent layer across the entire operating model, enabling basically faster decisions, greater visibility, and adaptive service delivery. AI now helps us to accelerate operational performance, improve visibility across service delivery, and also enhances workflow efficiency as well. The important part of all of this is it's not about replacing the operational expertise, right? It's about enhancing and empowering our teams, right, with better intelligence, with faster insight, with greater operational clarity, ensuring NSC evolves as our customers' complex environments evolve.
Thank you, Gary. So at the core of Atlas, there is, you saw it on the previous slide, the AI. That is Nexus. And the idea is really to AI-fy the core processes of NSC end-to-end with the most relevant use cases that are doable today, that work today, and really enable them to hyper-grow their business into various industries. And Gary will talk about the outcome that we're targeting with that. So what does that mean? What are those AI agents that we are developing and that we are deploying and operating? So it starts from the sales. That is prospect identification, research for new prospects in new industries, outreach and pipeline management, qualify leads, score leads, put them into the pipeline management, proposal support, the whole area of content generation, document generation, PowerPoint generation. You have seen the advancements in the last months on this one. Client presentations, contracting support, updates on contracts, changes. Then comes the rapid onboarding. NSC has 140 clients. They have 10, 20 clients onboarding every year. These are big projects, globally onboarding. So the service transition assistant is maintaining the checklists. is gathering the material that needs to be done, that needs to be understood on the client infrastructure, the client documents, and really ensures that day one delivery is flawless and NSC can deliver on the promise and can be faster than the competition in onboarding and can provide better dates for that. Work shadowing and service readiness, that goes already into the next area where people need to be made ready for the job and they need to be overseen, and the AI can do a great job in that as well. Training and certification, NSC is so good as their people are with the clients, as the people understand the technology they need to maintain and as they understand the client that they serve. And there is a vast base of contents across the different equipments, across the different infrastructure, the technologies that NSCs are serving, and they are very dynamic. They change every month and every week, and also the clients change. So really, to train the engineers on that, to do the best possible job on site is what the training and certification use cases are meant for. Smart engineering enablement then comes to the core of the operations. That is really preparing the engineer to go on site. So what does the engineer need to know? What is it that is in the ticket? What is missing in the ticket, so that they really have the understanding of what needs to be done on site? And then to also find the right engineer and the right route, and we will see that later in the demo, to send the engineer to the site on the least cost for NSC and the fastest for the clients. And last but not least, the engineer assist. Very proud of that use case that we're just POCing, which is really the intelligent brain, the next level of support that the engineer needs on site. The engineers go to the site to fix things, or they go to the site to install things, the IMAX, and in any case they need to understand, how do I flash the EEPROM and what's happening and where's my screwdriver not working, and often things are different on site than they had expected, and all that is what the AI supports as a second level engineer that helps the engineer on the ground. So really AIification of the core processes, and then of course the foundation to do that. So that is enabling components that need to be there to have the AI interfacing with it. We have a ServiceNow implementation as part of Atlas, engineer app, we'll see that later, a partner app. Establishing an AI factory where one use case after the other can, in an industrialized way, be created and set live. Establishing a technical platform, a horizontal catalog of components, of modules that are used to power the AI. And last but not least, process standardization and harmonization, so an AI-powered business transformation.
Okay, so powering growth. So I suppose one of the most powerful opportunities AI gives us effectively is to transform the customer engagement, okay? And Atlas gives us a greater operational visibility and intelligence across the customer's life cycle, allowing us to engage with customers in a more proactive and outcome-based way. It helps to strengthen what we've already got in areas such as account planning, forecasting, customer insights, service optimization discussions, which can always be kind of difficult, and transformational conversations. It prepares our people to have those conversations with more intelligence. It also helps to accelerate internal workflows, right? So we've got more improved collaboration across internal teams that helps us deliver for the customer. And I think if we look through the cycle that we've got, we have got metrics and we have got evidence where we've seen improvements in faster sales cycles, greater visibility, lower cost of ownership because we're doing things in a more efficient way, and exceptional experience with our collaboration and capability. And that all goes to make a great customer experience.
Thank you, Gary. So now we will show you a few demonstrations on how this looks like in practice. So the first one is the Smart Teams app, where the AI is embedded and helps the engineer, and I'll let the demo run.
Today's IT support needs information accessible directly in the field. In the Smart Team app, field engineers immediately see active tickets and all relevant information. Various interaction possibilities facilitate their communication with the service desk and with customers. Smart Team helps you respond to irregularities and directly integrates with your ticketing system. Field engineers' entire workflows can be managed within Smart Team. The Smart Team Academy makes available relevant trainings to field engineers. Trainings comprise videos and text content, and quizzes ensure that your field engineer's knowledge is properly assessed via the admin interface. You can manage all actors on your platform, link your partners to the right customers, and assign them field engineers based on required skills. Manage your field engineers' availabilities and the trainings they are required to pass.
So next comes the ticketing and scheduling. So I talked about this earlier. This is really sending out and giving the information to the engineer.
Managing incoming service tickets manually creates delays, repeated checks, and inconsistent communication between customers, dispatchers, and field engineers. Nexus automates this workflow by monitoring customer notifications and identifying ticket events that require action. The dashboard lets you manage clients, view detailed statistics, and plan routes and schedules. Being fully integrated, Nexus works on tickets directly in your ticketing system, like a real employee. Nexus reads the ticket content and automatically extracts information required for operational processing, such as customer contact information, affected locations, and hardware. AI-generated reception acknowledgements are sent to the customer in compliance with SLA requirements. Structured ticket fields are filled automatically, including priority, customer references, country, site details, contact data, equipment information, and site access, while normalizing formats. If required information is missing, such as site access, opening hours, or contact phone numbers, Nexus requests clarification from the client without stopping the rest of the workflow. Customers may respond to requests at any time, and Nexus will identify additionally provided information to add it into structured ticket fields. To facilitate dispatch, Nexus creates a sub-ticket for the required site visit and starts the partner selection process. Within the sub-ticket, we may view the request for a field engineer. We can see that Nexus has sent an email with all the information necessary for a partner to dispatch an engineer. Partner selection is based on the customer's allocation matrix. Nexus uses the customer location and the SLA to identify the store and the suggested partners for that site. A partner responds easily to a request by replying to the email. They specify the time at which they can provide a field engineer as well as their contact information. Back in the ticketing system, we can see that the partner's response has been received, and Nexus has sent an email back to the partner to accept their offer. Before accepting an offer, Nexus makes sure that it complies with the customer's requirements and the resolution SLA. The main ticket is filled with the field engineer's details. When the field engineer confirms that the ticket has been resolved, which we do here on their behalf, Nexus waits for the client approval and closes the ticket.
So, and last, the scheduling, the sending out of the engineer.
Coordinating field service operations manually leads to inefficiencies, long travel times, and underutilized resources. Nexus Workforce and Route Planning automatically assigns support tickets to the most suitable field engineers. On the panel, you can view the assigned tickets, field engineers, and KPIs of the workforce planning. Further details are displayed for each region in which tickets have been assigned. The map view provides further insights into each field engineer's route. Nexus prioritizes according to your operational constraints and resources and leaves the least impactful tickets unassigned. Further below on the panel, a list of all engineers' routes is displayed, including all KPIs per engineer and their profitability. You may view route details by clicking on an engineer's name. Nexus directly integrates with your ticketing system to retrieve ticket details. Nexus can handle different ticket types according to their priority and consider variable work and travel times. Engineers can be flexibly assigned different home locations, and Nexus plans optimal round-robin trips for them. Stock locations displayed in yellow are considered as prerequisite locations for the route planning. Pre-assigned tickets and tasks are taken into account as further waypoints. Managers can compare Nexus directly to manual workforce planning as shown here. The impact becomes immediately visible through shorter routes, higher productivity, and improved engineer utilization. The manual planning uses 42 engineers to handle 223 tickets with an average travel time of 42.8 kilometers per ticket. The overall profitability amounts to 6,900 euros. Back to Nexus's planning, we can see that we are able to save one field engineer while increasing our profitability to 8,200 euros and being able to assign 4 more tickets, leaving fewer unassigned. Nexus Workforce and Route Planning evaluates skills, certifications, availability, SLAs, as well as pre-assigned tickets and tasks to transform complex field service coordination into a data-driven operation.
So, what did we learn until now? We are in the beginning phase of this transformation. We have done and achieved a lot in the last 18 months. We hope we'll be here next year to give you an update on all the great achievements we'll have by then. But what did we learn until now? So I think the most important thing is you cannot do AI transformation to transform a whole enterprise top-down. You need to have the bottom-up support. The team, every engineer, every back-office employee that is subject to an AI use case need to be inspired. And inspiration requires that they can touch and feel and see how AI will work, number one. And number two, that there's no threat of their job. They will not train the AI in the right way if they think the last thing I'll be doing, I train the AI and I'll be gone. No, they need to see that Gary tells them, we will enter new markets. We will be 10x productive. We will lead with AI. And you be instrumental to that change, right? And that's when the power is unlocked. Related to that, you need clear ownership. Every function in the enterprise, every client will be subject to the AI transformation. And the people responsible for the process today, the people responsible for the client today, they need to be in charge and on point. They need to have a clear accountability. They need to have some time budget. AI transformation is not a next to the desk activity. They need to be assigned and they need to understand what's expected from them by when. Trial and error. We had a lot of trials and errors. Henrik is here. We have been working on this for the last 18 months. Important is that there is successes and a trial and error culture with a process as well, where you start with a POC, you go into pilot, and at any stage of the life cycle, you correct or you even stop. There can be use cases, and we will see use cases we may need to stop at some point, and we may have another use case going forward. And then the last point, technology openness and modularity. This market is so dynamic. Anthropic coming in now, Pinecone now launching the new NoML services. Every week we see announcements. And to have a modular architecture that is not a vendor lock-in and is able and is built from the ground as a factory that uses components that interoperate with each other, I think is another key prerequisite. You wouldn't have seen the 3 little demos that we've shown. They are all built on a modular toolkit of components that we maintain for this program. So with that, thanks a lot for attending our little case study presentation. I think we have a few more minutes left for questions if there are any. And also, of course, if you want to learn more, you can meet us, New Digital Intelligence, at our stand in the startup camp. And I think Gary will be around for sure as well in the afternoon if you're interested to see you and listen to a client perspective how this feels. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for your time.